I've shared my husband with 16 people so far this year. I actually think I'm obsessed. I actually think I can't get enough. That's how obsessed I am. If you told me 12 months ago that I was going to be sharing my husband with multiple women, I would have been like, no, that's a lie. So apparently it's not, and apparently it's a new thing that I just can't get enough.
Hey yo, what up guys, it's PAPI in the house. In this video we're taking a look as to how women went dating for men and why men lost trust in women. It's another video detailing the derailment of dating in modern day, so you don't want to miss. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and let's go.
Do you have what it takes?
Well, obviously. Do you not think I have what it takes?
Why you just made those eyes?
As I should be.
I'm a little sketched out right now. You might be making me nervous.
That's the whole point.
Wow, this first video is so cringe, bro. Like, I can't even express how much cringe it is, you know. But I just want to pinpoint that if he thought you had what it takes, he wouldn't really be asking you that. Like, you know what I mean? I think you asking him back if he thinks you have what it takes is kind of dumb, ain't it? Because if he thought you had what it takes, why would he be asking you? He would already know, wouldn't he? This points out that he still doesn't know if you have what it takes, girl. And what is he looking for anyways? Why is he asking you this question? It's kind of random. What it takes for what? To make a sandwich, to clean the house, to raise kids? What are you asking, my guy? You know, so I think like maybe he's looking for a wife. You never know, right? If he's looking for a wife, I think first of all, this is the wrong place to meet your wife. Especially now, it looks like she's in the streets, bro. You guys meet your wife on the streets? I mean, your wife be on the streets, but I don't know if you want to meet her there yet, you know. You would hope to meet her at like a furniture warehouse or shopping at grocery store or somewhere nice, right? Or church. Most of all, not the streets, boy. Wow, this line here is interesting. Like, yo, look at that, bro. It's full of women, bro. That's crazy, bro. And the funniest part is I don't even notice one single man. I bet one of you guys, your wife is on this line right now. Mark my words, you know, one day you're gonna get married and you're gonna go look back at this video and you're gonna realize your wife was on this line to begin with, because that's how it goes. You know, your wife, this is exactly what she does 10 years before you meet her, bro. She be on this line getting ready to go inside to have the time of her life. You out here, you're out there somewhere completely unaware that you're gonna end up with a woman like this. Just a bunch of women on the streets doing straight things, you know. No, but to be quite frankly, you guys ever wonder why there's no man on this line? Like, that's a serious question. I think, man, the fact that there's no man is actually a good thing, because if there was a man, I would really criticize them right now at this moment. Like, what do they hope to get from going inside this place? You know, because as far as I can tell, the only people winning here are one, this club, and two, these women. My guy here, whoever's gonna go here, chances of him winning are really slim. You know, because look at it this way. The club is making money, right? The club is smart enough for inviting women to come in for free. Bunch of women, you know, they get them in, they give them bottle service, they give them whatever they need. Now, men always like to flock where the women are. So a lot of men, chances are, would come and diverge inside this club, you know, just looking for women. In order for them to take the woman home or whatever, they have to spend on drinks. Now, you guys already know how much they charge for drinks over here. Oh my God, the prices be ridiculous, boy. Right? And men will pay that, because we know this. Men are simp for women. Men will pay everything, and they'll pay anything. Even if they don't have nothing on their bank account, they'll still pay with that credit card. Now, at the end of the day, guess what? Women win. You know, they came to have fun. They enjoy the music. They enjoy free drinks. Boom. The club wins. They made their money. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody was there having fun. Blah, blah, blah. The boss is getting more rich and richer. And guess what? What's the guy getting? At the end, if he's lucky, he's either A, an Uber ride for the girl home to her place, B, she's already drunk, right? He can't even do anything with her, can't even take her home because she can't even stand up. A complete sobering mess. 3, she came with her friends, and all her friends are trying to get her home now. Even if you're talking to her, she was feeding you, whatever, chances are she has friends who are gonna cock block you regardless. So at the end of the day, you're still gonna be leaving with a phone number and Instagram or whatever, right? She gonna promise you guys are gonna hang out another day, blah blah blah, but it might not even happen, right? Unless you're like some big shot. So at the end of this, I just want to advise you guys, bro, don't be going to clubs if you are not established in your life, you know, because clubs, if you're going for girls, the worst place to go. You know, you gotta go there to have fun, right? Go there to have fun, dance, music, whatever. If you want, all right. And if you're there, don't be spending your bank account on these drinks and on these women. Be smart about it, all right? Because at the end of the day, it's a whole marketing scheme here. You guys gotta realize that.
How much should a guy earn for you to date him?
Over 500k, close to $1 million. If he doesn't, I'm not gonna say yes. Do you hear me?
How much should a guy pay for the engagement ring?
He needs to pay again. 500. He gets paid every year. 500. He saves that towards the ring. If he doesn't, he's gonna get a no, and it's gonna be embarrassing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow, this video here is a joke. You know what, bro? I'm just laughing because somebody just called her high-calorie women. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's the funniest name ever, bro. But I mean, they're not wrong. This is a high-calorie woman, and I don't want to judge her based on how she looks. You know, I don't want to judge her based on her appearance, but to be quite honest, she does look like a high-calorie woman. To be a high-calorie woman and to ask for this amount of money from your partner is ridiculous. You know, this word million shouldn't even be coming out of your mouth. Matter of fact, the chicken nugget is not even a fraction of this. What are you gonna do with all this money? You can get a chicken nugget for like what, $1, $2, $3 some places. What do you need million for? I mean, you wanna go around the world and eat all the food or what? You know, you wanna go on all you can eat buffets all over the country? That's crazy, boy. But like, this is how delusional some of these women are, bro. They be like this, bro. This is what they bring to the table, and the type of things they be asking for the men to bring is like, bro, like, have you looked yourself in the mirror and you want me to bring $1 million? Like, what are you bringing? You know, are you bringing that? Are you gonna bring the cake? Are you gonna bring the pot? Are you gonna bring the chicken? Are you gonna bring a dinner? Or am I gonna get an empty plate that's already been finished before they even go to the table? Like, you know, some of these women, bro, they be on their high horse. That's what I mean. I hope it's a joke, though. I hope she's joking, because if she's joking, she got a sense of humor for sure. Because I'm thinking this is a joke. This can be serious, bro. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Modern women be like that.
This is the craziest divorce of all time, and the internet can't decide who to support. Back in 1994, Gabriel met Christina at a party and they really hit it off. They ended up getting married even though she was 30 years younger than him. They were happily married for 20 years, but one day Christina decided that she wanted to get a divorce. But when she went to her lawyer, she was shocked to hear that she was already divorced from Gabriel 20 years ago. And this is because 4 months after their marriage, the couple went to the Dominican Republic for a vacation. And Gabriel divorced her there because that's the only country where one party can file for divorce without informing the other party. And he says that he did this because he knew that Christina would divorce him and try to take all his money.
Now in this next video, wow, this is a smart man, bro. This is exactly a fine example of why you should be thinking with your big head instead of the little one. Most men out there are always thinking with that small head, and by the time they think with a big one, it's already too late, right? My guy here was already thinking with a big head from day one. He went wherever he went to divorce her, bro, without even her knowing about it. 20 years later, just like how he predicted, she trying to get him for everything he has, and guess what? She can't get nothing. She already been divorced. What a smart man. That is intelligent, bro. So he's not even on the wrong for it, bro. You know, I guess he understood the game, he understood life, he understood how women move from down in the get-go, you know, and he really took proactive measures to prevent his hard earnings going to her. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to lose what he worked for. He worked hard for that. My guy here sweated, blood, sweat, and tear. You know, he built himself to where he is, and you think he's just gonna give that to any woman out there? What a smart man. I should applaud him for this, bro. Many men should be taking this as an example of what you should be doing instead of what you're doing right now. Guys, you gotta remember that the goal is not to hate women, you know. You should approach them at your own risk. It's important to note that when you have money, the women that be coming to your life, they don't necessarily come for love, bro. You know, they be faking it, they be putting it as a front as to why they want to be with you because they love you. But chances are, you gotta realize that they're coming for your pockets. Now, if you don't have anything on your pockets and she want to be with you and you're living in a crappy, you know, swampy, cockroach infested area, she's still riding with you, then you gotta realize she's a real one. But yo, if you have like Rolls Royce, Mercedes, villas and all this and that and private jets and she comes to your life all of a sudden, what do you expect? You expect this is real love? I mean, wake up, boy.
I have shared my husband with 16 people so far this year. I actually think I'm obsessed. I actually think I can't get enough. That's how obsessed I am. If you told me 12 months ago that I was going to be sharing my husband with multiple women, I would have been like, no, that's a lie. So apparently it's not. And apparently it's a new thing that I just can't get enough of. And the funny thing about it is I am the one that is obsessed. Like my husband's like, yeah, cool, like whatever. I'm like, no, this is a good idea. Like we should go do this. We should go do this. Oh, I've met her. We should go do her. And he just comes along for the ride and I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure I enjoy the girls more than what he does. I mean, he's the bonus, but I definitely enjoy it a lot more. And the cool thing is what we do for work, we obviously film it. Not all of them. We've had ones that we haven't filmed because it's just been us in our element. But we've filmed most of them, which is really cool because we get to share that and we get to watch it back over and over and over, which is really cool. But I still just can't get enough. I still feel like that we're like always on the prowl for the next person. And now I'm kind of wondering, like, have I opened up a can of worms? Like, will this get worse? Will it ever stop? Who knows?
So for this one, this woman here is talking about sharing her man, sharing her husband. You guys already know that the man here has to be loaded, bro. My man's probably got like 2 houses that are full with dinero, bro. We're talking about top to bottom, bro. Top floor to the basement, bro. And he probably got garages that are also full, you know. Look at this woman, she's eating right out of his hand. My question is, do you guys think an average man would get away with this? Do you think a woman would allow an average man who's making an average salary to go around and, you know, sleep with women like it's nothing? You think she would still accept it? You think she would tolerate it? Like, if you ain't paying for her lifestyle, if you ain't, you know, bringing her crazy amount of gifts, flying her all over the world, if you aren't paying for her extravagant life, you think she'll let you get away with this? No. So this dude, her husband right now, he must be the man. He must be paying for all her lifestyle, everything. She has everything she needs from him, right? And he's probably like millionaire or billionaire, you name it. That's why she's all right doing whatever. Bro, women will do crazy stuff for you. If they know you're going to support them and take care of them for life, they will let you get away with a crazy amount of shit. They will even share you, bro. They will share you with the world. They don't care, bro. But now if you ain't adding to her life, if you ain't really paying for nothing, of course she ain't gonna let you get away with it. Like, still comment down below if you think he was average. You think she would tolerate this? I want to hear your opinion. So the fact here, she mentioned they film. I'm guessing they film like OnlyFans kind of videos, bro. So this makes me think like the OnlyFans business is taking off too, bro. They're getting a lot of banks from this OnlyFans stuff, you know, because you guys know some of these women be making millions and millions, right? So her life is good, bro. She's on the yacht every weekend, bro. She's flying around the world. She eating freaking casseroles and stuff. She chilling, bro. She don't care if she's sharing her man with all these women, bro. She having fun. She having the time of her life. And of course, why wouldn't she, right? But I guarantee you, if she was working a proper job and they were living on a proper salary and the man was an ordinary man, this wouldn't have happened. That's how it goes. So this tells me this guy has to be high value, bro. He has to be bringing in, you gotta name it, he has to be bringing in a lot of money, bro, you know, because you guys know when the money is good and the life is sweet, these women don't mind sharing you with any other hoes out there, bro. They don't care, bro. They're gonna share you with as many girls as you want. But yo, when the life is hard, bro, that's when they are a headache, bro. And, you know, and I guarantee you, these are the type of women that be like, 10 years later, let's say like you go bankrupt and you lose everything. 10 years later, they're gonna tell you like, they're gonna go to court and say like, you brainwash them and all this, and bring all this kind of nonsense, and say, you cause emotional damage and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? They're gonna victimize themselves to still get into your pockets, bro. You guys better watch out, bro. No, this would be real things, bro. This be the truth.
Only one thing that all women want. People will tell you that they want money, they want someone tall, they want someone stronger. The reality of hypergamy for a woman is only by one metric. It's our ability to manipulate a man. Yeah? We will only respect men we can't manipulate. You can be shorter than us, you can be poorer than us, you can be dumber than us in all other regards, but if we can't trick you, we'll still give you some respect. But if you're richer than us, taller than us, got more degrees and more qualifications, but we can trick you and we can manipulate you and we can derive resources, we cannot see you as a body to respect. The problem with men is they are far more naive than women. Majority of women, if you tell them that I saw your boyfriend talking to this girl, within 2 minutes she's investigating, and within 5 minutes she's screaming down the phone at him.
This is very interesting. Like, I'm wondering about this next video here. Is she a dating coach or what is she? Because right now what she's talking about is complete rubbish. She says like when women meet you for the first time, they're thinking about manipulating you. Well, I mean, to some extent that may be true, but I just know I refuse to accept that they're thinking about manipulation. I think they're thinking of how they're going to benefit from you. What do you have to offer? What do you have going on in your life? They're reading between the lines to see how's your life. If she comes in, is she going to be living good, or is she going to be cramped up with you in your mama's basement? You know what I'm saying? Women are always thinking about the future, always so good at looking into situation and seeing what they're gonna gain from it, right? So the moment a woman meets you, she's automatically thinking, how is she gonna profit from this? I don't really think necessarily about manipulating the man. That's too much work, and we already know women don't like to do work to begin with. Otherwise, OnlyFans wouldn't be booming, would it? Like, I mean, sure, it can happen. Some women out there be actually thinking of ways to manipulate you and stuff, but for the most cases, women, when they agree to date you, they see something. It's either your bank accounts or the way you make them feel, what you do for them, what you provide for them, or the value you bring into their life, right? I would also argue men are the reason why women are toxic, and that's because they tolerate so much. Like, if you look at it in modern day, men are just yes men. You know what I mean? They don't even speak their minds, bro. They're just so afraid, and most of it is due to the laws, of course, right? The men cannot speak their mind, and women are protected so much by these laws nowadays that a man is like a man, but he's tied, can't use his hands, nothing. Like, I'm not advocating you should be hitting the woman or anything, but it's just, he's a man by title, but the way he's allowed to act is not manly at all. You know what I mean? It's like a woman, it's like he's a man on the outer appearance, but inside he's a woman. That's how they operate nowadays, and these women be getting away with a lot of things, and that shit gets into their head, right? That's how they become who they are nowadays. So this kind of behavior of men tolerating the type of shit women do, it always starts from their father. I always say, if a woman is not raised properly, if she's raised in a single household by a single mom, whatever, when she grows up, she thinks she's a man. She thinks she can run the relationship. But if she is raised properly by a proper man who was there in her life, who guided her, then at the end of the day, when she gets older, she becomes a little bit more wiser. But the problem about nowadays is there's not even proper father figures in their lives. The fathers just let them do whatever they want. The fathers don't really care. The fathers out there focusing on providing for them and for the family, that they don't really give a shit what their daughter is doing. You know what I mean? And then these girls, they go into the school from a young age, they pick bad habits, and it keeps going and going, and then they meet friends and they get more brainwashed, and this is where they end up, bro. This is how their mindset ends up when they're in their 20s, 30s, you name it. And by the time they get married is when they realize, like, oh shit, like, I'm screwed. I better lock down a man right now, otherwise I'm gonna be single for life.
Date a guy who had a promiscuous past or was a virgin?
I would say promiscuous. It's always good to have experience. I value that.
Okay. How much experience we talking here though?
Are we talking body count?
Realistically.
I don't know, personally it's 15, so around that, 10, 15, even 3. I don't know.
Wait, you're saying your body count's 15?
Yeah. So I would.
And you're how old?
21.
Okay, fair.
That's why I don't mind like a guy who's like promiscuous.
But why do you think most women are afraid to share their body count?
Because they're being slut shamed all the time, and I hate that. It's the worst.
So why don't you care is the question.
Because I want to change people's mind. Like, if a guy has a body count of 15, he's gonna be like everyone's gonna be like, ooh, like, dude, like you're good, like good for you. If a girl says that, it's gonna be like, you're such a slut. I don't care. What if I'm a slut?
Fair enough. On this one, she did voice her preference, but I would add that men and women aren't the same to begin with. Not because they're not the same, that's why they get different treatment. You see, men are supposed to be like rough. They're supposed to be like the dogs, you know. They are known for that, you know. They're known to get out of the house, go out there, you know, do their own thing. That's what men do. But for women are supposed to be stay-at-home moms. They're supposed to be the caregivers. They're supposed to be the nurturing type. They're supposed to be the type to raise the children, right? Men can't stay home with children, bro. They gotta go out there, make money. They gotta go do whatever they gotta do. But nowadays, you see, with this equality, everyone wants the women to be equal to men, you know. But at the same time, women and men can't be equal. Women are also looked as pure, you know. A lot of men, when they see women, they see this pure, and the more modest she is, the more attractive she is. The less number she has, the more attractive she is in a man's eye, right? The more number of partners she gets, less likely the guy wants anything to do with her. Because at the end of the day, men are very competitive, right? You don't want to wife up a woman that's known by the whole world. You want that rare gem. Right? Them having these high body counts, that's why they're getting judged so much. Because men are bitter on the inside, you know. They are affected by this because that's not what they expect. And to be actually quite frankly honest, it's the main reason why a lot of women lie, right? A lot of women don't tell you the truth because they're scared of the reaction they get from this. So I mean, I applaud her for keeping it real. At least she told you her number, but at the same time, she's like, what, 21 years old and the body count's already that high? Like, what you been doing? Like, you eating hot dogs on your free spare time or what? You shouldn't be messing with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would expect at least half at that age. Come on. But then again, knowing women, by the time they're 15 or 16, their numbers will be triple this. So I mean, if she's being honest, I'll tell her just do her, you know. She can do her own thing. I'm not there to judge her life, but at the end of the day, whatever comes in her life, she has to accept it, because it does come with consequences. You know, you can't be doing this type of shit and expect to still walk down a good man and, you know, the man of your dreams and all this and that, you know. You can't be doing this type of shit and be expected to be treated like a princess. You know what I mean? It don't work like that, bro. So at the end of the day, it's all up in your hands. You do what you want to do. I find it so funny how men be hyping each other up and fist bumping each other for sleeping with as many women as they can, blah, blah, blah. It's like a competition or something. But in the end, when they meet a woman that's been already with like 10 dudes, they start feeling some type of way. It's like, what did you expect? You know, all of you pushing each other to be doing this type of shit, to be sleeping with as many girls as you can. But now at the end, when you find out that there's not enough girls that are virgins, now you all of a sudden are feeling some type of way. Like, what did you expect? Did you expect them not to go all around the world? Did you expect to be any normal girls to remain after you guys are already advocating for it? Like, so instead of dudes pushing for each other to sleep with as many girls as they can, they should be actually not even glorifying it. And that would less likely prevent the numbers of these women going up to begin with, you know. The reason these women have high body counts nowadays is because of men. Men are dogs, you know. So men be out here. So if guys are really affected by this and they don't want women to go around as they are going, they need to stop glorifying this kind of behavior, you know. Stop praising it, because you praising it is what's causing these women to have high body counts at the end of the day. Because, you know what I mean, like, bro, it's just so funny. Like, you know, you reach, it's like you climb a mountain, you know, you think you're the first guy there, but you find out that, yo, there's been already 20 before you, and you're like, oh god damn it. And you're like, oh, okay. You find another peak and you're like, you know what, let me climb there. You get there and you're like, there's already been 20 dudes already out there. Like, why are you shocked? And all along you've been cheering for people to climb and climb and climb. So do you think there was gonna be an unoccupied mountain or something, or what? But anyways, that's all I gotta say for you guys. Click the like button, subscribe, and catch you on the next one.